Hello, my friends. Today I want to talk to you about how you can prepare to go on a trip. We are getting ready to go on a cruise. We're leaving in less than a week. I'm so excited. We are going to be driving from Michigan to, well, the cruise takes off from Jacksonville, Florida, but we are going to be staying the night about 2 hours away from the cruise port. So we'll be driving straight through to our hotel, getting up the next morning, driving the few hours to the cruise terminal, and getting on the boat on Monday morning, and then we'll be getting off the boat Saturday. I think it's Friday or Saturday. Anyway, so we've got a long drive and we've got the cruise itself. So I just wanted to talk to you about some things that I'm doing to set myself up for success, because if I don't set myself up for success, guess what? Nobody else is going to do it for me. So my name is Christy with Help for Your Journey, where my goal is to encourage and inspire you in your trim, healthy mama lifestyle. So I just kind of wanted to go through SE and fuel pull and kind of talk about some things that I'm going to bring with me. Now, if you have no idea what SE and fuel pull means, in the description box below, I will put a playlist that you can check out all of that information about Trim Healthy Mama. It's a wonderful way to eat, where basically we separate fats and carbs, bottom line. So let's start with S. So the boat will have no problems having lots of S choices. In the morning, they have an omelet station that you can pick out all of your meats, cheeses, vegetables, and all of that. That will be super easy as breakfast for me to have if I so choose. Lunch and dinner on the buffets, you will always find different meats, different cheeses. So there will be lots of choices for an S. The problem where the S comes in, well, the problem where it all comes in is when we're talking about desserts. That's going to be the sticking point for me, is not having the desserts on the boat. This is my 10th cruise, I think. We love cruising, so I definitely know what to expect when it comes to the food, and it's some pretty delicious stuff. So for S desserts, I have some of these Think Keto bars. This is the chocolate peanut butter cookie dough. These are actually really good. So everything that I bring on the boat with me, I can bring my own food in, but it needs to be pre-packaged and unopened. So we had to go to the store last night and pick up some stuff. So I've got this. What I also have is some lilies. If you guys have not tried this, it is really good. I got these on sale at Kroger. I think they were $2.50 for a bar. I do not think that I would even eat half of one of these. But to stay on plan, if I felt like I wanted to, I would. I have a hazelnut milk chocolate, a salted almond milk chocolate, and a salted caramel milk chocolate. So super excited about those. So one of the things that I'm going to do to help myself is I am going to bring a box of little Ziploc sandwich baggies, because when I go to the buffet on the cruise ship and I see something that will work with my food, but maybe I don't want it right then, I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna put it in these baggies, because my room has a fridge. And so then I'm just gonna put it in the fridge, and then that way I know that it's there. Now, of course, my goal is not to waste a bunch of food, so I'm going to be careful about what I take. My husband and I are very conscious about that. The food that gets wasted on these cruise ships, it would make you sick if you saw it. It is just ridiculous. So that's never our goal. But I definitely want to be able to take advantage of things that I see on the buffet if it's something that's going to work for me. So these baggies are going to work perfectly. So let's talk about E's. E's can be a little more difficult, I think, because also with an S, there's always a salad bar. Breakfast and lunch, always a salad bar. So that is something that easily I could do. I could easily do salad bar with an E, but the dressing can get a little sticky with that. So I think what I might do is take some MCT oil with me and also take some balsamic vinegar with me. I actually have a bunch of little bottles of balsamic vinegar that are flavored, and I think I'm going to try to take a couple of different flavors with me, so if I decide that I want to have a salad for an e-meal, I can. Another thing though that I can do for an e-meal is I am going to bring this package of Olay Extreme Wellness Wraps. I love these things. I use these things for a bunch of different ways. So I'm gonna take that with me, and that way if I wanted to do, if I wanted to use some meat and some cheese and some veggies, I could do a wrap. If I wanted to do some just meat and veggies, leave the cheese out of it, I could do that as an E. I could go to the omelet station, and they put a lot of oil in those pans when they make the fresh omelets, but I could ask them to do cooking spray instead of the oil and do egg whites, and just maybe look for some ham, or maybe not even do any meat if I feel like it's all on the fattier side, and just do veggies. I could just eat that, or I could put it in one of these wraps and have like a breakfast taco burrito type of thing. I am going to bring this container of light Laughing Cow cheese. This is the spicy pepper jack, and it is my favorite. It has a little bit of a kick to it. That is something that I can also grab one of these little wedges out of here, take it with me to the buffet where I can put it on one of these wraps with breakfast or lunch. There's gonna be lots of choices when it comes to using this Laughing Cow cheese, so I'm excited for that. Another thing I can do for an E is I plan on bringing this bag of popcorners. This is the sea salt. I believe it's the sea salt and the spicy queso are the only two that are on plan as an E. But that way, if I decide to have a wrap with some meat and some veggies, I could go ahead and have some of those with it and kind of feel like I'm having something really yummy. So let's talk a little bit about fuel pulls, because for me, I think that that's going to be, food is everywhere on a cruise ship. Food is everywhere. Everyone is eating every minute of the day. I'm not even kidding. So, and because I had gastric bypass done, I tend to eat, don't get me wrong, I can eat a lot of food in one sitting, but I definitely have 3 meals and at least 2 snacks a day. So I need to have good snack choices. So for a fuel pull, I have a couple things I'm gonna bring. I'm gonna bring these light rye wasa crackers. And what I like to do is take 2 of these is a fuel pull. Take 1 of these and divide it and spread it over the 2, and then add on some lean lunch meat. If I had some tomato slices or cucumber slices that I was able to get from the buffet or the salad bar, I could totally add that on. That is a really filling and really delicious fuel pull. Another thing I got are these light string cheese. These aren't my favorite. I'm not a huge lover of just eating like a hunk of cheese. So I'm not really sure how much I'm gonna actually use those, but it'll be nice to just have it just in case. Someone told me about the Chomps turkey sticks. I've never had these before. They're pretty good size. It was so weird because I looked in my Walmart app and I saw that my local Walmart carried these, but when I went to the beef jerky section, they were nowhere to be found. When we went back into the app, it actually told us which aisle they were in, and it was not the beef jerky aisle. It was the aisle by all of the gluten-free stuff. It was like the weirdest thing, and they were like way up on the top shelf, so I got a bunch of these to take with me. So these are a fuel pull. Another thing I got is some Too Good yogurts. I got 4 of, this is the mixed berry, and then I got a couple of other flavors. So I can have that whenever, because that is a fuel pull. So that's a good one. Built bars. I don't know if you've ever heard of these. I actually found out about these when I was doing Weight Watchers years ago. These are a fuel pull and they are delicious. They have a lot of flavors that have coconut and nuts and peanut butter in them, so you would want to stay away from those flavors if you wanted it to be a fuel pull. If you were okay with an S, then I'm sure those flavors would be fine. They have lots of flavors that don't have any of those in it. This is just the double chocolate. These are really good. There's a cherry chocolate one that's really good. There's like a peppermint one with chocolate that's really good. So there's lots of choices that are in fuel pull territory. These have good, let me just tell you, like this bar has 130 calories, 2.5 grams of fat. Okay, so there's 18 grams of carbs, but there's 6 fiber and 8 sugar alcohols. So we can actually conclude that this has 4 grams of net carbs, which is pretty good, and 17 grams of protein. So these are delicious. I actually have a link that I'll put in the description box. If you're interested in trying these out, you can get 15% off if you go through my link. And okay, let's talk about drinks. So I don't do alcohol. After having gastric bypass, I can't do alcohol well. It's just full of sugar. I'm not a wine drinker. My husband would get a mixed drink every once in a while, like pina colada or whatever, and I would have a few sips of it, but it's not anything that I could even care less about. So that is not going to be an issue for me. What we would normally drink on the boat would be, if you want pop, you have to buy it separately. So we never do that. They always have water, unsweetened iced tea, and lemonade available. And then they have juices at breakfast time. So what we would do is we would mix the iced tea and the lemonade like an Arnold Palmer type thing. Well, I don't want to do that this time because I don't want the sugar from that. So my thought was to take, well, I'm definitely taking some stevia packets that I bought because, you know, coffee. So I don't remember if stevia is one of the sweeteners that they have on the boat. And so I just need to take these to make sure that I have them. But I also have these True Lime and True Lemon, different flavor packets. Let's see, so this is strawberry lemonade, raspberry lemonade, and a black cherry limeade, which is actually my favorite. I've only got one left in the box. I need to get more of these. I think I'm going to take these with me and get a cup of iced tea and just sprinkle a little bit of one of these in there, and then that way I get the sweetness and I get the flavoring, but I don't get any of the sugar. So I think that is what I am going to do as far as beverages are concerned. So let me just double check. In the dining room on the boat, I actually looked at the menu for our entire cruise already. Information is power. So we went in and we looked, and I could see everything that was offered in the dining room for every night of the cruise. There are staple items that are on the menu every single night, no matter what. Most of the menu changes every night, but there's always a steak, grilled chicken, and grilled salmon. So I know that I can get those anytime that I want to. And I can get vegetables, and I can get either a regular house salad or I can get a Caesar salad. So I kind of just figured that I would eat dinners every single night. And then what I would try to do is do some days where I do breakfast and lunch are both E. I definitely don't want to eat S the whole time. So I figured that I could do some oatmeal in the morning for breakfast. I've got my stevia packets. Fruit, I actually ordered on Amazon and I don't have it yet, some dehydrated blueberries that I'm going to take with me that I can just rehydrate quickly in some hot water, and then I can put those in my oatmeal. So I figured that that would be a great thing to have. And then my wraps and my popcorners would be a really easy and delicious lunch. So I really think I'm gonna be able to pull this off, you guys. I'm excited. I'm excited to come home from this trip and not have 5 pounds that I need to lose. I'm really excited to go with the mindset of, I am doing this. I don't need to put a whole bunch of junk in my body because I'm on vacation. Like, I don't want to look at those types of foods as a reward. Those types of foods, eating crappy food is a punishment. It's not a reward. But so often we look at those foods as like, oh, well, when I reach my goal weight, then I'm going to be able to eat XYZ, and it's all the crappy food from before. Why do we look at those foods as the reward, as the goal to get to? That's absolutely not the right mindset to have. I get to eat these foods that are life-giving foods. And the other stuff, I'm happy that I can stay away from that stuff. So this is really the first time that I am trying to go on vacation and not just go completely off the rails. I know I can do it. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to do because I have God on my side, and He is going to strengthen me and He is going to help me. So anyway, I just wanted to share with you what I'm going to pack and what I'm going to be doing. I do plan on filming on the boat and getting a video together after I get home to let you guys know how I did and what I had. So I appreciate you watching. If you found value in this video, if you could give it a like, I would appreciate it. And even more, if you would subscribe to my channel, that would help me so much. I do put a lot of time and effort into these videos, and it lets YouTube know that there are people out there who really want to see this type of content. So I appreciate you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.